bill out now. They call it the traditional Khoi and San bill. Now that bill, people are going to come out and do public hearings. That is the norm of Parliament. But the challenge there is, we're going to have the opportunity after the President signed it to be called a chief. But a chief without a land is a nobody.
So we had to walk through sun, we had wind, we had rain, even on our way to Ventersburg. We had to walk 5 kilometers in hail. That just shows our commitment to our cause, because we feel that it is time that we start making our voices heard.
The first one is done. Let us go to the second one. Then we are going to discuss them at once based using those questions. Okay. After that, they went on a hunger strike to force them to force the president to meet them.
In other news, after an almost 3-week hunger strike, 4 Khoisan activists have ended their protest on the lawns of the union buildings in Pretoria. The activists ended their protest after meeting Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa. They want formal recognition of the Khoisan language and of the Khoisan as first citizens. They had camped out at the union buildings adamant they would not eat or vacate the area until President Jacob Zuma or Ramaphosa met with them. The group had also camped outside Nasrec Expo Center, where the ANC National Elective Conference took place last weekend. The group expressed their appreciation that Ramaphosa met them and assured them to take their demands seriously.
What makes us happy about meeting the Deputy President, the President of the ANC, was that this now is just showing us that we've got a caring government. And it shows that the government of this country are willing to talk to the Khoisan people. We've already set up a date for next year to meet with us, which is positive. For us, also the positive thing is that we will then see our families before Christmas. The 4 demands that we brought forward to government was, the first one is we want government to recognize us as the first nation of South Africa. The second one is we want our language to be official. Our language is on the coat of arms, but it's not official. The third one is we want the land claims of 1913 to be scrapped because it's withholding us from making any claims. And the fourth one is we don't want to be called coloureds. We want the coloured identity to be scrapped, because when we fill in forms on the Z83, we are classified as coloureds, and that's not who we are.
We're hoping that they can put that on paper for us to be recognized as the first indigenous people of South Africa. And our language must also be put into schools and crèches, because our language is so difficult. Like myself, I struggle with it because I'm 56. I've been 56 years out of my own language. And whose fault is it? The people in charge of South Africa.
Yes, God was great to us. He listened to us. Because, as I said earlier to you, a lot of officials, delegates came, ANC delegates, they came to us outside there by Nazareth. They told us we must keep on going, doing what we're doing, must never give up, because they are putting a word at the conference for us. Yes. So we can thank God yet again for the challenge that He helped us with to overcome this. A memorandum was signed by the Deputy President, the new Deputy President, David Mabuza, because he personally came out and we handed it over to him. So it was a hot, scorching 5 days in the sun, but it was all good.
I believe nothing was in vain, but the fight is not on. We still need to go to the United Nations until this government need to recognize us, give us the recognition on paper that we as Khoisan people are the first nation of the country.
The Khoisan Four, as they have now been dubbed, staged an almost 3-week live-in protest here at the Union Buildings, where they were basically calling for the South African government, particularly the president, to meet their demands, which are that their language, the Khoisan language, be recognized as one of the official languages in South Africa, as well as having them be recognized as the first citizens of Southern Africa. And they've staged this resilient sit-in so that they can be recognized and have their concerns be heard. Now, there was quite a lot of excitement from the Khoisan people that we found here at the Union Buildings, who were quite happy and pleased that finally one of the officials from the government managed to come and actually listen to their calls. Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa came out to the Union Buildings, received their memorandum, as well as signed it, promising that they will be having a meeting in future with...
Okay, it's fine. There's a disruption. I'm going to show you the section where they met with the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa. I'm sure we are left with 2 more, then we go to our discussion.
Okay.
So our questions are based on those.
Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has assured the Khoisan activists that government will look into their concerns. Ramaphosa met with the protesting Khoisan activists outside the Union Buildings in Pretoria a short while ago. The activists embarked on a hunger strike more than 2 weeks. They want to be recognized as the first nation of South Africa and to have their language added as an official language. Earlier, the South African Council of Churches called on the national leaders to meet with the Khoisan.
You must know already that there is a bill that has been approved by the National Assembly that gives recognition to the Khoisan. Yes, but also to the heritage of the Khoisan. So that bill is now before Parliament. It's now going to the National Council of Provinces. It will be passed, and in the end we will set up a commission that will do precisely what the Nthapo Commission did with the traditional leadership of all our other people in the country. So the government is prepared, determined to handle this matter in a very responsible manner. So as we handle it, we will be consulting on an ongoing basis. So we will discuss all these matters, but we will give consideration to your memorandum, and we will be coming back to the office.
The Deputy President will sit with the memorandum and discuss the topics that we mentioned in the memorandum. So we will eventually get feedback from him in the new year, and we will sit round table with him. So there are some good points in that. So we thank we thank everyone, even the government. We thank them for this, allowing us this opportunity.
After some time, you turn it so that it shows everyone. Okay, this is the part when they met with the Deputy President. I'm now going to play the last part. The last part now, they are going back home after the meeting, and they are getting a welcome from their community.
The activists arrived back in Port Elizabeth late this afternoon to a hero's welcome. Family and friends gathered at the Port Elizabeth airport to congratulate them. They say they want formal recognition of the Khoisan language and to be declared as the first citizens to originate in the country.
This mission would have been impossible if God didn't come at the last moment, because we just thought at the last moment, we must get ready to make preparations to have Christmas in Pretoria. But what we can say throughout this whole journey is that the time that we spend there, what makes it so important is that we basically, that unity in diversity, that is what happened there.
We really need to thank the Deputy President of this country for making time to come to us. He was on his way to church. but because he's really, as far as I'm concerned, a true believer, by making time before he goes to church to come to us. Myself and the chief was in church this morning praying and praying and praying. And when we opened our phones, we can say that God have answered our prayers.
Okay. Right. This is the part. This is the story of the Khoisan who walked from Port Elizabeth to the Union Buildings in Pretoria to present a memorandum of their demands. Now, based on what we have discussed, we looked at coloniality and decoloniality. Now, there are some questions that we are going to look together, and we try to discuss them and find out what is the story, okay? I'm going to start with the first question. It says, why do you think that they used the mode of transport that they used to move from Port Elizabeth to Pretoria? Why do you think they moved on foot?
So that whoever the authorities are, they see their seriousness.
Exactly. Okay. Anyone with a different view?
Okay. My view, before the colonials, before they came to Africa, before they came to us, we don't have those cars and everything which they brought. We are traveling with our legs and maybe with our donkeys and things like that. So we also want to show that, yes, just as we said in decolonization, that decoloniality, that it's still possible that those things we can still work on them and it can still happen.
Okay. All your answers are correct. Anyone with a different view?
And also looking at what they were wearing, like he's saying.
Yes.
Saying
they are trying to decolonize the dressing code.
Yeah. That's
because
that's the way they wear.
Some people we have abandoned our way of
dressing.
Yeah. We've abandoned ourselves,
yeah,
and become people whom we are not. Yeah. And okay, that one is fine. Let's go to the next one. The next one is saying, what's your take on the fact that they were denied entry because of their dressing? What do you say about their denial of entry into Union Building because they said their dressing did not qualify them to enter Union Buildings? What do you say? Based on coloniality and decoloniality.
Those people who were responding like that.
That is the coloniality we are talking about.
Those people when they were under coloniality, the ones who were refusing them to come in.
It's correct.
That's the coloniality we are talking
It's
about.
showing an aspect of coloniality.
Yeah.
But these ones were trying to decolonize.
Yes, there was
decolonize.
Yeah. There was conflict of interest.
Yes.
Yeah. These ones are under coloniality, and these ones they want to decolonize.
So
the
it's
situation.
like,
and now
it's like
bringing
two parties
conflict.
now. It's like two parties now.
Okay.
Maybe just before we go on there, when they were doing this, were they having this kind of like thinking, or it just came to say no, we were going to go with our dressing? Right. It was not about decoloniality or what?
Right, decoloniality is not something that has to be written, but we can see it in practice.
Or it's a sin.
Right, in practice, as you have seen, it's available in practice. You don't say we are going to decolonize, but you know who you are. So these people are far ahead of most of us. They know exactly
who they are.
Unlike most of us.
We are
don't
fake people, fake human beings.
Yes. We imitate.
Yeah. Okay. Now, after having looked at their dressing and why their denial of entry into Union Buildings, let us go to the next one. We were treated worse than dogs. React to this statement. What do you say? They are saying we are treated worse than dogs. Do you agree? If yes, why do you? If you don't agree, if you say no, then?
Okay, I agree in the sense that, for example, probably if you go into the building, you may see the dogs there which are there also, which they are being allowed, maybe the security dogs that are being used, whatever they are being used for, they are being allowed there. But these are human beings which have equal rights just as those people in that building, but they were not allowed in. If it were those security dogs, or maybe something happened and they needed the security dogs there, they will bring them in without